that we should relax and enjoy every minute of the program, of the conference. We have a lot of things. We have also would like to recognize the presence of the chairperson of today, in person of Maureen George Taylor. She's the president, Restaurant, Cakes, Bars, and Clubs Association. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. We also like to recognize the presence of Mr. Lucas Rahim, who is the director, SIR&D, Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency, LASCOPA. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. Also in our midst is Engineer Greg Ashibogu. He's the chairman, GK Foundation and Grashi Global Foundation. You're welcome, sir. Please a round of applause for him, please. He has been a supporter of Mr. Razak's work. Thank you so very much. You're welcome, sir. We also like to recognize the presence of Engineer Oyatoye, who is the director, Policy Research and Development, Lagos State Safety Commission. Thank you for coming, sir. We appreciate your presence. Thank you. Representing the DG of NAFDAC in our midst is Dr. Ifeoma Okapo. A round of applause. Thank you so very much for coming. We appreciate your presence. Thank you very much. We also like to recognize the presence of Mr. Oluwole Ogundele, who is the guest speaker. Thank you so very much for raising this occasion. We are elated to have you around. Also in our midst today is Mr. Laja Shomiron. He's also a guest speaker today. A round of applause.
That convene this maiden edition of Restaurant Managers Conference. It is my utmost pleasure to welcome you all to this occasion. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for taking your time to join us today. Your presence here is a testament to the commitment to excellence restaurant and hospitality industry. Together, we gather under the theme, elevating the art of restaurant management, innovation, sustainability, and excellence. The theme reflects our shared passion for advancing the restaurant industry and our dedication to staying ahead of the curve in terms of innovation, sustainability, and excellence. And as we navigate the complexity of the modern restaurant landscape, imperative that we prioritize these three areas: innovation, sustainability, and excellence, which will form the foundation of our discussions today as we explore the cutting-edge strategies, best practices, and innovative solutions to drive success in our industry. We have assembled impressive lineup of speakers, including our keynote speaker, my own mama, Mrs. Bose Ayeni, the founder of International PSC. Please help me to clap for her. He's also the past president of Restaurant and Food Services Providers Association of Nigeria. And another motivator, the president of the Restaurant, Cafe, Bars and Clubs Association, who is the chairperson of today's occasion, to guide through this conference proceeding. I'm equally happy to have the Deputy Managing Director of Street Sensation Professionally and the host of others. I was happy when we wrote letters to the DG of NADA and I said, we are going to be there. So, this year, Dr. Okafor, I'm happy that you are here. God will bless all of us. Throughout the day, we've been treated to insightful presentations, engaging discussion with our special guests, eminent speakers, AI experts, social media marketing specialists, financial gurus, regulators, industry leaders, and many more valuable networking opportunities for us. Throughout the day, we will explore the latest trends, best practices, and innovative solutions that are shaping the restaurant industry. As Hospitality Dialogue, we are dedicated to empowering restaurant professionals with knowledge, skills, and expertise required to excel in our increasingly competitive market. And this conference is a testament to our excellence to elevate the art of restaurant management. The conference is designed to provide a platform for restaurant managers, operators, and industry professionals to come together to inspire, educate, and empower you with the tools and insights necessary to excel in this dynamic and competitive industry. I would like to acknowledge the support of our sponsors, partners, and collaborators who have made this conference possible. Your contributions are invaluable, and we are grateful for your commitment to the growth and development of the restaurant industry. Equally, I would like to acknowledge the tireless effort of our team, who have worked diligently to bring this conference to life. Your hard work and dedication are truly appreciated. Without much ado, the MC has said we need to engage ourselves fully, ask questions, and share our perspective. We're ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn, and enjoy the company of your peers at this Restaurant Managers Conference 2005. So let us work together to elevate the art of restaurant management and take our industry to the next and enviable height. Once again, I want to appreciate you, and I know by the end of the day, we are not going to leave the way we come, but in good health. And at the end of the day, our return on investment is not going to be a waste of time. Thank you once again.
Dedicated to the growth and development of the restaurant and hospitality industry in Nigeria. The restaurant and hospitality industry is a vital pillar of Nigeria's economy. It provides employment to millions, drives tourism, supports local farmers and food suppliers, and contributes significantly to our GDP. This sector is not just about serving or providing accommodation. It is about experiences, innovation, and economic transformation. With Nigeria's growing population and increasing demand for quality services, we must continue to evolve and expand our industry's potential. This conference is an essential platform for sharing best practices, discussing industry challenges, and exploring emerging trends such as digital transformation, AI, sustainability, customer experience enhancement, and food safety. It is through collaboration and knowledge sharing that we can stay ahead in this competitive landscape and ensure our businesses thrive in an ever-changing world. The RCBC Association is dedicated to uniting industry players, advocating for policies that support business growth, and providing resources to help our members excel. By joining our association, participants have always had access to valuable networking opportunities, training programs, and strategic partnerships. That's one of the reasons we're excited to partner on this particular conference. With that in mind, I encourage every person here to actively participate in discussions, share your insights, and take full advantage of this event. It is now my honor to declare this event officially open. Thank you. I have just a few more things to say before I hand over the microphone. So my question one more time is, did I get my slides up?
It's a managers conference, and I always have something to say to managers. So do we have any managers here? Can you wave your hands? If you are in a managerial or supervisory position, can you wave your hands, please? Fantastic, thank you. So I think I'm in the right room. I wasn't sure when anybody raised their hand. Okay, so I want to ask a question. Who is a manager? Someone should help me, please. Who is a manager? Who is a manager? Anyone can take the answer. If nobody gives an answer, it's you that needs to answer. Who is the manager? Who is the manager? I have my team for 355, so don't worry, I came prepared. It's called start with your why. You are standing in a position and you have an opportunity to improve your life and improve the lives of those around you. You impact people's lives. Someone that wants to propose to their girlfriend and wants to get married, you will be part of their life experience forever, just by being a manager in a restaurant or in a food establishment. So in such a critical role, that if you are occupying it, you need to understand what role am I in. And from my own organization, not only did I invite managers, I invited supervisors that want to be managers. Because when you are aspiring towards a position, you need to know what that position is going to be. Okay, let's assume we know what a manager is now. What does an effective manager do? So can I have just a few contributions? What does an effective manager do? Yes, please.
Effective manager will lead by example.
Lead by a round of applause. I am in the right room. I think I'm in the right room. I'm starting to feel like I'm in the right room. Another answer, please.
An effective manager first needs to work on yourself because you can't give
A manager must work on themselves. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the book 21 Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. And there's a law called the law of the lead, meaning that you will only lead people up to where your capacity is. Once your capacity is here, you're not going to leave anyone above that. So working on yourself is critical. Please give her a round of applause. And then I've got one answer because my time is limited. What does an effective manager do?
An effective manager must be proactive.
Thank you. I like that word, proactive. Let's please give her a round of applause. I spelled out a few things I think that a good manager should be able to have under their sleeve. And I'm just going to take just about 2-3 minutes and I'm going to get off the stage. Don't worry. So I have here you must be hospitable. I call it the spirit of hospitality. If you don't have the spirit of hospitality, what are you even doing here? Why are you a manager? Hospitality is such a critical spirit that it influences you. Are you the kind of person that when people walk into the room, you would say hi? Or because it's your job that you're saying hi? When somebody is panting, would you offer them a glass of water? If someone sits down and they're sweating profusely because they just came out from outside, do you think that the person has to order water before the waiter goes to them and says, sorry sir, would you like a bottle of water? The act of being hospitable. So if you are not hospitable, definitely this will not be the right career for you. What else should a manager be? A manager should be in control. I expect that if you are actually told to govern an organization, you are in control of what's happening in that organization. How can you be in control of what you don't know? So you must be aware of everything that's happening in that place. From the kitchen to the floor, to your marketing, to your customers, what are they saying? If you sit in your office all the time, how are you going to know what your customers are saying about your products, about your space? A good manager must be able to supervise. What is supervision? Is it just giving orders or ensuring that orders are completed? How many times do we need to follow up with you when something is stated? A good manager must be meticulous. Because sometimes, staff are very tricky. They will tell you that they clean the place, they will clean only the top. When you now go and lift it up, you now notice that this cleaner did not clean the bottom of this place. How are you going to ensure that the right thing is done if you are not meticulous? Alright, I'm almost done. A good manager must be intentional. You must decide that you have decided that you're going to be good at what you do, you're going to be among the best. You know, really and truly, I am for women empowerment. And I do specifically love coaching women to stand out. Because for a woman to have an opportunity, she usually must be 10 times better than a man. So if it's a man that's pretty good, people will just say, oh, let us give that opportunity. But before they give a woman an opportunity to become a CEO or a CEO, you will see her CV. Her CV is double the CV of the man that equally holds a position. Please give women a round of applause. Okay, the men are happy. Give all of themselves a round of applause. A good manager must be a good example. And finally, practice servant leadership. I want you, as you attend this conference, to pick up a few things and decide, what will I do differently following this conference? Maybe I missed something. Before I close on my own way, does anyone want to add anything else that they think a good manager should be? Any other comments? Thank you, ma'am.
Good teamwork and good communication.
Give my round of applause! There's no I in team. If you are not a team player, why are you a manager? You can't do everything yourself. You must believe in division of labor. And that's why I asked all of you to join me with my presentation this morning by asking questions. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope that this conference will be as impactful for you as it is for me. Thank you.
Audit, compliance, learning and development, and strategic business management. She currently serves as Deputy Managing Director and Executive Director at Sweet Sensation, a pioneering quick service restaurant QSR company in Nigeria. Ayo's career began at PwC, where she managed audit and compliance reviews for publicly listed companies in North America. She earned a reputation for driving change, optimizing processes, and building strong teams, rising to a global managerial role. Her ability to innovate and lead has been instrumental in Sweet Sensation's ongoing transformation. Under her leadership, the company has implemented strategic growth initiatives, enhanced internal accountability, and restructured internal processes to ensure business continuity and sustainability. Ayo's empowering leadership style emphasizes coaching, collaboration, and clear communication. Food evangelist, I think he really is that. So let's please give him a round of applause. I know that there's a team of people who support him, who coach him, who help him, who partner with him. So I want to also take time to acknowledge and recognize them. Please give them a round of applause. Special thank you to the distinguished speakers and guests. I also stand on all existing protocol, but even with that, I cannot but honor Mrs. Bolayeli, who's here. Mrs. Bolayeli, who's here, the founder of Fertilizers and pioneer in the industry. Thank you for your continued support of the industry. It's also lovely to meet the chairperson of RCPC, an organization I belong to as well. So welcome. Thank you. I don't honor my NAFDAC people, I will get in trouble. So, well done, man. Thank you for all you do at NAFDAC. Making sure that food is safe and that people can live quality lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Before I dive into my very, very brief speech, I must honor my mother, Lady Dame Kennedy Hampson, the founder and CEO of Sweet Sensation. Chairperson of Restaurant. I'm grateful for the organization she built because giving me a platform, it's giving various people a platform to lead, to inspire others. So she's not able to be here, but I bring lovely greetings from her to everyone here. Okay, so I've been asked to give a very, very short welcome speech, or I think it's opening a short speech by special guest. And you know, this topic, elevating the art of restaurant management, innovation, sustainability, and excellence, is so relevant. So this, I want to start by just saying, this
this topic is so relevant to our industry. Anyone who's been in an industry for a few years knows how important these topics are. The industry is shifting rapidly. Things are changing so fast. Sometimes you understand your consumer, and sometimes you don't even understand them anymore. Technology is reshaping how things happen, and things are moving at a fast speed. So I'm so grateful to be part of a conference that recognizes the importance of these topics and brings people together to learn about these topics. Sustainability is no longer just a buzzword, it is a business imperative. How can you make sure that your organization not just survives, but thrives and can be sustainable for years to come? And I'm really grateful that we have the opportunity to learn about that in this conference. So, for those who are here, whether you sponsored yourself to come here or whether your company has funded you, I want to really encourage you to listen. The ability to invest in yourself, to come for conferences, for trainings, it's a powerful investment in yourself. My team who's here, hi team, they know that we talk about growth a lot. Any investment in yourself, whether it's training, conferences, networking, learning from others, at the end of the day, it's a powerful investment in yourself. And as you grow, you can also inspire other people to grow as well. So please be open-minded, please listen, please take notes, network with your peers or colleagues or people who you admire within the industry. But please make sure you learn, make sure when you go back to your companies, you are teaching others as well, others who couldn't be here, and then you're allowing others to grow as you grow yourself. So thank you again to everyone. Welcome to the conference, and thank you again to the convener for the opportunity to be here.
Let's clap for you. Which message from the Special Advisor to the President on Capacity Development. As the Special Advisor to the President on Capacity Development, I'm honored to extend warm greetings to all attendees of this prestigious Restaurant Managers Conference. This gathering is a powerful reflection of our collective commitment to the growth of our hospitality sector, an area that the President deeply values. His administration recognizes that capacity development is not merely a strategic initiative. It is a cornerstone of our national vision for economic diversification and sustainable development. The President is genuinely interested in empowering our workforce, as he understands that the success of our industries rests upon the skills and dedication of our people. The hospitality industry is an integral to Nigeria's economy, playing a vital role in job creation, cultural exchange, and promotion of our rich heritage. By fostering a thriving restaurant sector, we contribute to the broader narrative of national pride and economic resilience. The President believes that by investing in the training and development of our hospitality professionals, we are not only enhancing service standards, but also positioning Nigeria as a premier destination for culinary experience and global tourism. As we look to the future, our administration is committed to organizing more training programs and conferences that will empower our hospitality professionals, and conferences like this is one of those things. We envision a collaborative framework where industry leaders, government, and educational institutions work hand in hand to cultivate a workforce that is not only skilled but also innovative and adaptable to the evolving landscape of our hospitality industry. Thank you for your participation and for your vital contribution to this essential sector. Together, we will build a robust and dynamic hospitality industry that meets the diverse needs of our citizens and visitors alike. Honorable SOUQ Rabi.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm highly privileged to be here. You imagine what this young lady here is doing. I'm particularly excited for this opportunity to stand in this capacity to from Nigerian Institute of Food Science and Technology, especially where I represent as the chief servant. You know, that name chairman is just a name. They are actually the chief servant of the institute, and I'm privileged to be doing that because the Institute of Food Science and Technology has raised me to be a confident person and to be able to add value to the society. And I think that is the beauty of life. That life is not just who you are, but those you are also able to raise. And so, anywhere I have the opportunity to speak, I always give that credit to my mentors, my several mentors who are now fellows of the Nigerian Institute of Food Science and Technology. Particularly, let me congratulate Mr. Razak, our own food evangelist. We call him Mr. Food. He has several names. I have my Google message, but I don't feel like speaking to us. Mr. Razak is a blessing to us in the institute, and we are praying for him. This is just the tip of the iceberg of what God is about to use him to do in Nigeria and beyond that in the world. And so I'm happy to witness this maiden edition of the Restaurant Managers Conference. This is a great one. Please can you give yourself rounds of applause. I'm particularly excited because just yesterday I was privileged to train bakery and pastry staffs, you know, in a big conglomerate when it comes to confectionaries in Lagos, Ogun, and some states at Shagam Artists yesterday. And one of the things I told them is that as leaders, as managers, you are the team leader. It's not just what you tell your staff, it is what they see you do. No food, the best of food safety management system will not fly if it does not start and end at your table. If the staff need PPEs, you are not providing it, what more can they do? If you can enter the processing floor without doing the needful, then we have not shown them the right example. And so as restaurant managers, as supervisors, when it comes to anything food processing, you are at the center and you must do what is right. And you know, if it is not safe, it is not food. If people buy your product and they come down with gastroenteritis, then there won't be a repeat purchase. And that's the truth. And so that means they are losing trust in your brand. So for you to build trust in every brand, right? Like one of my friends who is also a food safety trainer here would say, then you have to do the right thing. And so we are here, that's why we are all here. To learn, to unlearn and relearn. And I'm sure you get the best from this conference. So this is just the beginning. I wish you all greater and bigger opportunities to learn and shape the Nigerian economy and ensure food security in Nigeria. So you are all welcome. Mr. Razak, congratulations. You are a brother and you made a brother who are going to support all that you do. Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Don't worry, I'm coming back with the lecture on everything.
Everybody, and I belong to nobody. So as not to miss out anybody. All protocols duly observed. Mr. Razak, we are here now. You will not understand the meaning of that statement. My name is Ogubabatunde. I'm the Executive Secretary of Restaurant and Food Services Providers Association of Nigeria, RESPAN. I'm representing, or rather I'm standing in for the President of the Association, Dame Penge Company, ably represented by the DMP of Sensation Confectionaries, Mrs. Sayan Baba. I said, Mr. Razak, we are here now. Almost around this time, November, we met here for a function. And this was the place that Mr. Razak informed me about this program, November. And since November till January, he kept calling and calling and calling and calling. I'm not like, this program is in March. You started bugging me November, December, January. Calm down, Mr. Razak. Through January, February, you would think I'm the one in custody of his kidney. At the time, I have to ask myself, I'm I'm not holding this man's kidney now. Why is he disturbing me? And eventually, you know, I picked this call February, and I told him, I know. You sent in every necessary documents. December, be rest assured, we will come. He said, since I'm not hearing from you, I'm not, you know, getting any feedback. I'm like, the program is March. We will come. So, Mr. Razak, I say again, we are here. Thank you. Now, Restaurant and Food Service Proprietors Association of Nigeria, we are a non-partisan, non-profit making organization established with the aim of protecting the interests of our members in their dealings with regulatory bodies and regulatory agencies. Like the moderator mentioned, that was then. I can give you the assurance that you enter into any of our member restaurants, you will be served quality, not just quantity, quality hot seasoning meals that you will like. Formerly, we used to be Association of Fast Food Confectioners of Nigeria, AFCON. And you know, we try getting more members. We approach the fine dining restaurant and they're like, no, you guys are Association of Fast Food Confectioners and you know the mentality when it comes to fast food. They believe it's all about junk. And mind you, our logo is there. It used to be eat AFCON, eat safety. They're not like you are saying eat fast food, eat safety. Isn't that a contradiction somehow? But we ask ourselves, and you also need to ask too. You walk into a tantalizer outlet, you walk into a sweet sensation outlet, you walk into a Labule outlet, you walk into a TFC outlet, and you get to be served in the icon. You have pottage, you have jollof rice, you have fried rice, you have efori roll, you have pounded yam. Are these fast food? No. So that is the reason why we decided to change the name and reorientate that conception that we have regarding AFCON. We now became Restaurant and Fast Food Proprietors Association of Nigeria. And our motto still remains, eat respect, eat safety. You can be rest assured that any meal you are eating from our member outlet is safe and is okay. Elevating the art of restaurant management, innovation, sustainability, and excellence. I want to give you the utmost assurance that the keynote speaker for today is someone who is not just a person but a voice when it comes to restaurant business in Nigeria. Quote me anywhere. When it comes to restaurant business in Nigeria, the person of Mrs. Bossa. She happens to be the restaurant sole representative, myself as well, with the Nigeria Economic Study Group, whereby you know the foundation, the program, the roadmap for the new agenda regarding hospitality in Nigeria is being chartered, is being put together. And she was being given an award for her participation, her full involvement and participation in this program, delivered by the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture. So, like the MC said, and speaker before me said, please relax or learn, relearn, because we are here for a whole lot of lecturing, teaching, and the rest. And every other guest speakers that are taking the sections today, you can be rest assured, yes, they are sound. Mr. Razak, count on us as an able and ready-made partners for this program going forward. Thank you. God bless you all.
My name is SOUQ News Television, and look at you. I'm standing here for my general manager, Labor Esquire. Let me start by congratulating the organizers of this auspicious program that is going to be highly engaging. I can see that Industry Consumer Protection Agency was actually established in 2015 by Industry Consumer Protection Law to ensure that consumers in Lagos State get value for money spent on either goods and services. And also to ensure that Lagosians are protected from hazardous products and also protected against unfair trade practices. So these are our core mandates. Going back to this event, which is about food safety, I know the keynote speakers are going to do justice to their topic. So in order not to preempt it, I don't think I have the knowledge to be able to do that. So I would just want to mention some brief issues in the kitchen area from the experience we've had over the years as an agency. This restaurant operation involves handling, preparation, and storage of food. So those are the key areas we want the operators and managers to look into, to look to the improvement on these three areas. Also, while preparing food for consumers, they should try as much as possible to avoid cross-contamination and food spoilage, so on and so forth. But the area I want to really dwell on is service, how consumers are treated on and off the restaurants. So the first point of contact for every consumer or every customer in the restaurant is the on-the-spot service, how they are received. So I want to say that since the managers are here, over the years, most of the complaints we attended to in the agency has to do with how consumers are received. Not necessarily bad food or bad meal. So I want us to look into that, and possibly our speakers too should help us to address that. Then, apart from on-the-spot services, when I buy food in the restaurant, possibly I take it away, and I get home and I realize that what I bought is not what I actually want, or I detect. In some cases, we have seen somebody who bought food and saw a fly in the food. You cannot do that. So now, why try to reach out to the restaurant? The person at the other hand failed to do justice or to attend to the complaint queue. So I want us to, apart from putting somebody that is fluent, I think that is the most practice. We put somebody that can speak well. Not that. We should endeavor to ensure that the person at the other hand knows well about the business. He can answer questions, treat issues on the spot. And if the person that is receiving complaint at first time cannot do that, he should be trained to escalate the problem to a senior manager or somebody who is well equipped about how the business is run, so that we avoid sanctions and penalties from government agencies like SOUQ. I want to inform you that the 2015 law has been reviewed and signed into law by His Excellency Mr. Governor 2024 law that empowers the agency to seal law premises without referring to the court. Initially, we have to go to the court to seek for a seal order. So I'm not saying that we are out to, like my general manager will say, allow business to thrive in Lagos. We are not out to destroy businesses, but then we are not going to lose our focus, which is to ensure that consumers in the Lagos State are protected. We are all consumers. So this is a very big opportunity for everyone here, both managers, the operators, and of course all of us are consumers, to ensure that we improve on the service delivery in our restaurants. To round up, like we always say, consumers in Lagos State are kings. So I want to enjoy all of us here. should always treat consumer as king. That is the message from my general manager, Afolabi Shilibo. Thank you, and God bless you. The distinguished guests, esteemed restaurant manager, industry, stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to extend warm greeting to you all on behalf of the Lagos State Safety Commission at this prestigious gathering, the Restaurant Manager Conference. I commend the organizers for selecting such a crucial and forward-thinking team, elevating the heart of restaurant management, innovation, sustainability, and excellence. The hospitality industry, particularly the restaurant sector, plays a vital role in the economic and social fabric of Lagos State. As a hub of diverse culinary experiences and a key driver of tourism, restaurants are more than just places to eat. They are spaces of creativity, culture, and commerce. However, ensuring safety, sustainability, and operational excellence is paramount to their continued growth and success. At the Lagos State Safety Commission, our mission is to promote a safe, secure, and sustainable environment for businesses and residents alike. We recognize that innovation in restaurant management goes beyond culinary creativity. It also involves embracing modern practices and adhering to health regulations and implementing sustainable business models that protect both people and the environment. Sustainability in the restaurant industry is no longer an option, it is a necessity. From responsible waste management and energy efficiency to ethical sourcing and consumer well-being, sustainable practices contribute to business longevity and environmental preservation. I urge all restaurant managers to adopt best practices that align with global standards while enhancing customer experience and food safety. Excellence in restaurant management is achieved through continuous learning, strategic leadership, and a commitment to quality. As you deliberate on strategies to elevate your businesses, I encourage you to prioritize staff training, adopt digital innovation, and maintain compliance with regulatory standards to ensure the safety of both the employee and patrons. Lagos State remains committed to supporting businesses through policies that foster growth while ensuring public safety. Lagos State Safety Commission will continue to work collaboratively with stakeholders in the hospitality industry to uphold safety regulations and promote a thriving, resilient, and innovative restaurant sector. Once again, I applaud the organizers of this conference for creating a platform to discuss these vital issues. I wish you all exciting deliberations and successful outcome that will drive the restaurant industry towards greater heights. Thank you. May this conference inspire transformative ideas for a safer, more sustainable, and more excellent restaurant industry in Lagos. Director General, Lagos State Safety Commission, Mr. Larry Mojala.
Thank you very much, sir. That was very well said. Very well said.
I actually don't know what it means. I recognize everybody that is here, and I have not addressed you in person, it's not at this time. But I think we are beginning to look at the time to see how we can manage our time. I welcome you all to this year's edition. I thought one happened before, but from what I heard today, it looks like this is the maiden one. Forgive me if I'm not good. I welcome you to this conference, and doggedness and the passion of the convener, Mr. Razak, okay, they have described it like this. I used to know him as a foodpreneur, but I've heard today that he's actually a food evangelist. Whatever name we call him, and what thing we can't take away from him is his passion for this industry. This avenue that he has provided for us today, where we as restaurant operators gather together to share and to sharpen our knowledge, is a major gap that he sees in our industry that he's trying to fill. I congratulate you on your achievements so far, all the people that have worked with you, and I wish you success in your future endeavors. I'm excited to be here, and I count it as an honor to be called upon to share with you from my limited knowledge and experience, and also to learn from the different experts that have been put together, that have been invited to help deepen our knowledge in specific areas of restaurant operations today. The theme of our conference, as we have heard over and over again today, is elevating the art of restaurant management through innovation, sustainability, and excellence. I will start by talking a little bit about our industry. The Nigerian food service market is estimated to be about $10 billion and growing. About half of this market is held by the food service restaurants, while the other half is shared by casual dining, fine dining, cafes, and the cloud kitchen industry that is not only large, but also has a great potential for growth. As restaurant managers, do you see yourself as of today in this huge market that I've just described? Do you see yourself as a tiny drop, like a pinpoint? Or do you see yourself as a significant player in this big industry? Wherever you think you are, one of the things that you should begin to think about from today is how can you increase your portion of this large market that I've just described. The restaurant industry itself has changed rapidly in the last 5 to 10 years. From the imposing brick and mortar structure days, where the idea of social entertainment was limited to visiting fast food restaurants, to today, where the customer would rather be in the comfort of his home and just get his food delivered. Pop-up stalls, food trucks, or sometimes you see them as food cars, are becoming a trend in urban and densely populated areas of our country. These are beginning to account for a good portion of the restaurant, of the revenue of this industry. How then do we ensure that as restaurant managers, we also get a significant portion of this growing pie? Our industry is not without its own share of challenges operating in an environment such as ours in Nigeria. These challenges, which cannot be underestimated, range from rising costs, multiple taxation from different tiers of government, poor infrastructure, strong and formidable competition, manpower skills shortage, and to changing consumer preferences. How do we then, as restaurant managers and restaurant owners, sustain our business in the face of these challenges? Again, when we look at the theme, elevating the art of restaurant management through innovation, sustainability, and excellence. The aim of this theme is to ginger our thoughts as restaurant owners or restaurant managers. First, let's look at innovation. There have been changes in the lifestyle of our target audience, as there have been changes demographics that we target. The changes in our industry range from the building structure, like I said, it used to be imposing buildings that we all had, to application of technology, either in the food processing or in consumer engagement methods. And of course, marketing methods have changed dramatically. On a lighter note, while I sat there, Morenica took the picture. She got somebody to take a picture of two of us, and she said content. And I laughed. I don't know if I said it out to her, but you know, we operate in two different generations. My generation would rather hide, but her generation is to put it in the face of everybody, and that was what she wanted when she said content. That's again a difference that has happened in the environments that we are currently operating in. COVID-19, with the attending lockdowns and movement restrictions, forced many companies, like some of us who haven't invested in technology, to embrace digital innovation to survive. Innovation in investment management can be in the area of technology, can be in the area of offering unique products, can be in the area of introducing new processes, and of course, it can be in the area of enhancing customer experiences through unique customer service methods. Embracing innovation, no doubt, has its own definite benefits. The benefits could range from increased visibility, can also leverage technology to reach the wider network of your consumers or potential customers through all these mobile devices that you carry around. Innovation can help us in improving our service delivery. We can leverage technology to tailor services specifically to meet the needs of our customers. Innovation can help to reduce costs through process automation or the use of technology to replace, where possible, all customer-facing activities. There are businesses that don't even have the front of the house activities anymore. They use technology to take the orders and they deliver. Technology is therefore playing a key role in food processing process, how to order, when to order, and how to pay for the order. These apps are also being used to manage customer loyalty. The use of technology itself impacts the need for brick and mortar stores. Like I've said, not only will it impact or has it impacted the size, even the existence of those structures. And of course, the size of the restaurant itself. Who needs a whole building if you can reach your customers through technology? Or if your customers can't reach you through technology? Customer engagement is another area where innovation can be seen in our industry. These engagement methods are geared towards giving the customer unique dining experiences from, for example, arts and restaurants, where your food is cooked right in front of you. It's a unique experience just to cook the customer. And of course, you can use technology to modify your recipes to suit the customer's preferences. Unlike where we have fixed recipes that is made to fit the general populace. These emerging changes mean that the restaurant operators, as restaurant operators, we must be ready to also have a mindset shift from the way we used to do things, if we are going to remain contemporary, or if we are going to remain relevant in the industry that we currently operate at. How do we adapt to changing consumer preferences if we do not innovate? Innovation must therefore reflect not only in our marketing methods as the customer profiles and lifestyles are changing. These days, we talk about brand ambassadors, brand influencers, and social media influencers. These never existed 10, 15 years ago, but in present day, they constitute a major chunk of the marketing budget. I go on to sustainability. An organization, much like a living human being, model itself to what a capital structure should be if we want that business to survive, and of course to the key business processes that we go through, all with the view of continued survival of the enterprise. In other climes, the care for the environment and the society at large is linked to business sustainability. Implementing global sustainable practices like reducing food waste through repurposing leftovers, using eco-friendly packaging materials, and so on and so forth, can reduce costs while at the same time reducing environmental impact. Of recent, we all know Lagos State bans the use of styrofoam and other single-use plastics. All major supermarkets are no longer using the carry-out bags, the traditional carry-out bags that they had before, and customers are now being forced to pay for reusable bags or biodegradable bags. We as an industry must be prepared for the extension and enforcement of safety to our industry. What then will that position be? I keep wondering, are they going to charge for the more expensive bags? Or how do we absorb the additional cost in the cost of the meal in the restaurant? How are we focusing locally produced items to replace the imported ones, from raw materials to packaging? How are we managing our inventory systems to reduce waste, which impacts not only the environment, but also increases our cost or reduces our profit? How do we reduce or minimize electricity use? How do we reduce carbon footprint and create a greener future for the planet? How are we supporting ethical labor practices? Embracing sustainability leads to several advantages, which include profitability, as I mentioned, and profitability, you all know, is a must to the survival of our enterprise. We move on to excellence. Excellence must encapsulate all that we drive in the restaurant business. How do we achieve customer service excellence or ensure consistent customer satisfaction? Operational excellence is what sets one apart from competitors. Excellence is what leads to growth and success in the business. Managers, but quite a number of us are managers working for other people. If you are not the policy or decision maker in your organization, then you must pass on whatever the takeaways are from today's conference. You must have a clear understanding of your market, the environment in which you operate, the type of people that you're catering to, and of course, what actually appeals to them. You must have a full picture of your costs and of what determines your profit. It is good to be able to benchmark your performance against industry standards where applicable. You must drive year-on-year growth, both revenue and customer throughput. Because anything that is not growing is dying. The knowledge experts are here today. Let's listen to them attentively. And after their presentations, we can seek clarifications as found necessary. Thank you all for listening. I wish you a successful day.
I would want to serve myself, and well, maybe
waste bin. Sometimes we talk about sourcing. I know a lot of restaurants that have the whole, this is recycle, this is food waste. But people don't follow it. They don't follow the color codes on their waste bin. They end up putting all the food waste that can be recycled with the plastic waste all in one trash can. And then what happens in that case? It goes down to the landfill, which is also money. In fact, not just food waste, money taking step in a very nice way, catwalking into the landfill, which is profits going out. But you don't have a plan for donation or recovery. Now, there are many charity organizations that restaurants can partner with when you have excess food. You can partner with the Lagos Food Bank and also other charity organizations that you can say, okay, we have this whole a pattern of excessive food and people can come and take some of this food. I mean, why can't we feed the nation? Are we not one? Anyway, moving on. Now, what is the role? Am I communicating? How about not too fast? I want to enjoy this discussion here. Very good, thank you. Now, what is the role of food safety failure? Poor food handling practices and quality control in food loss and waste. Food safety failure, improper storage. If you don't store your food properly, you will end up having older products or you will not follow FIFO, right? She has mentioned it, she has given an explanation of what FIFO and FIFO is. I won't dive into that. But if you don't store your food properly, you end up having food waste. Most times when I audit restaurants, right, it's very simple for them to have a failure in non-conformity in this aspect because they'll just tend to go clean the product on the shelf and nobody's really checking for dates. Another thing that can cause this problem is when you have all of your products on the shelf. Why? Or you buy a lot of this product and you end up not even using it. Especially those ones with a short best before, a short shelf life. Temperature abuse. That's another food safety failure and cross-contamination too. Now when it comes to poor food handling practices, again, you can never take away FIFO from this. Mishandling during preparation. If you don't handle your food properly, and they go to the floor, that's waste already. Except of course in your restaurants, when food drops on the floor, you pick it, you clean it, and you serve the customer. And I'm sure that I don't have any restaurant managers that are doing that poor quality practices. The lack of hygiene. She had talked about washing your hands, your earrings, all of those things. It's very important as managers or as food business staff, we need to have proper hygiene. If you lack good hygiene, it's as well as putting money into the waste bin. And lastly, quality control, overcooking, undercooking, inconsistent portioning, rejecting food for minor defects. I don't know if this is new to many of us, right? But sometimes people reject product because they look ugly. Not for food safety cases, or not for the sake of food safety, but because I don't just like how this tomato is looking. It's not looking very fine. So they end up throwing it away. But you should understand that nobody knows whether the tomato is fine or ugly when it is being cooked. So you need to have a very good relationship with your vendors. Tell your vendors, okay, these are the qualities I am looking out for. Have a checklist. Train your vendors and train the staffs around, those who are handling it. Training is very important though. It's not you come to work, you resume work that first day, wear your hairnets, wash your hands, remove your earrings, and that's the end. Training should be continuous. You can have on-the-job training. You can have trainings with external people. You should have a trainer who is already in a restaurant that can train down those who are upcoming, okay? So the role of food safety, poor food handling, and risk control can never be taken away from food loss and waste. Remember, food safety failure can make you bleed money. Poor food handling practices will make you lose money. Poor quality control, you are losing money, and that is money, and that is profit that should have been generated back into more money. Now, what are the best practices, tools, and techniques in combating this hidden cost that is draining into your profit, which is food waste? Number one, for your purchasing managers and storekeepers, let them check orders for quality when receiving. Have a checklist. If it's not documented, it means it is not done. So if there's no checklist that you are not coming to, okay, it's good, there's a tendency that there will be a mistake. And once it gets into your kitchen, rejected. Ensure feed-forward story. Donate under use item, but always track. If you know that you're always having excessive products, you need to keep a track and say, okay, why am I having this product? Is it that it's not moving? People don't like it. So that you don't end up buying a lot of things that you're giving out, because really for restaurants, you're not buying to give out for free. You are buying to make money, to put back into your business. So we have a lot of product that's every day or every month, year round, you're donating it excessively. They need to have a track record and say, do I need to take this off completely, or do I need to reduce it? Again, train your staff. Now for chefs and stewards, smart menu planning. You need to plan your menu with ingredients that can make too many food products. So if you're having, say lentils for instance, how many food products or how many menus can lentils do? Start thinking in that way. Start menu planning. Don't just plan it. I have 55 menus. Oh, you one of them in one day. At the end of the day, just 5 food. What happens to the rest of them? It is waste. That's money that should have been used for any other thing that's going to waste. Okay? Portion control and just portion control. I know as Nigerians, many of us we don't like it. But then again, for food business owner, if you do not manage your portion control, you end up having a lot of food waste. Your calibration, your skills, are you calibrating them? So you're calibrating your skills. Why are you calibrating the dry weights? So it's not a function of every morning you carry 5 kg, you put your seed, good. 10 kg, you put on your scale, it's good. Those dry weights, are you calibrating them? Do you have external parties that come to calibrate those skills to show that you're ensuring the right portion? What about using data to track your demand? Again, forecasting, demand forecasting. The product or the number of products you would have each Ramadan period. You agree with me that it is different from the one you start experiencing from next week. True or false? I need an answer, please. True or false? Exactly. People are fasting this period, right? So the likelihood that there will be a lot of people in the restaurants might not be as much as when people are not fasting. So consider all of those things when you're planning your menu. Then of course, digital waste tracking. There are a lot of AI tools that can help you tracking your waste. We have Uno and a whole lot of others. And then have taking off. I think Nigerians will take away options and those of take away options. What about for your buffet host and event coordinators? So that everybody is involved, from the purchasing manager to chefs and stewards, even to event coordinators. Know the amount of guests that you are inviting to an event and plan accordingly. Have a food waste policy. This is new. I know for manufacturing companies, because those who are the FSSA version space, it is not new to them. But for restaurants, having a waste policy might be new, and to be a good initiative so that your customers know that you're trying to make money and to also save the environment. So to be a good thing to have a food waste policy or initiative, partner with food banks and again train. But the other thing is train. Do not get tired of training. If you get tired of training, call experts that can help you train your people. Please again and say train your people. And FHSC you also carry out training. Just let me put it out there. Now, what is an action plan? I have mentioned what food loss and waste is. I have mentioned that food waste can be gotten, can be from the preface or the post phase, right? Before the customer or after the customer. What do you need to do? Start with a food waste audit. We all know that we all have the HACCP team, right? You can also have a food loss team. Everybody should be involved. And should also start from management. You see, food loss and waste should not be having conversation on the shop floor or in your kitchen. You should be having food loss conversations in the boardrooms where your boss is saying, we're having a lot of waste, what do we need to do? That's the only way you can find change. But if you're talking about food loss and waste in the kitchen, it may not really have that effect you want it to have. So the important thing is to have meetings, with the top management, get them involved, and have a team. Then start with a food waste audit. Every food business is a system to identify where waste is happening, to track reduction and enforce prevention. So we talked about where the waste can happen. Now, I do not know your individual kitchens, so I cannot tell you where your hotspots are. That is the work of everyone here. After this conference, remember that the lady with the glasses said, know where goal. Tell everybody, or you tell yourself, okay, in the next 6 months, I want us to reduce our food waste by 30% in maybe portioning. And because if there is no goal, you'll be too relaxed to want to try. So goals keep you on the edge. Like, okay, I have a goal, what do I need to do? So that is what analysis does. Then you measure, you track, where my waste coming from? Is it from the preface or from the post face? You need to know, you need to measure. When you measure, you know whether or not you're reducing or you're not reducing the waste. And then you act. After knowing your hotspots, after measuring, okay, what do I need to do? Do I need to cut down? Do I need to do a smart menu planning? What are the things I need to do? And then you communicate with people. You cannot have all of this and keep it to yourself. You cannot drive change and keep it to yourself. So you must communicate with everyone, and I mean everyone in each department. Let them know that, look, this is serious business, so, and we all have a part to play in food waste reduction because we're talking about money here. And lastly, also, another methodology we can use in reducing food loss and waste is the 4 R's. We have the reduce, the reuse, the recycle, and the recover. We cannot say we are fighting food loss and waste. We cannot fight food loss and waste because it's a whole lot. But we can prevent food loss and waste from happening. So that's where the reduce part comes into place. And then you reuse this product. Don't be in the habit of throwing things. Look for ways that you can use food products. Throwing should be your last option. Then you recycle and then you recover. I have a friend who does this technology, right? I don't know how he does it, but he's so smart. And he does SOUQ hours for businesses. I really don't know how it works, but this SOUQ away uses food waste and it generates gas for cooking. So you end up not spending so much money on gas and you end up spending less money for waste disposal. And I'm like, are you sure this works? But I've known him for quite a while now, and I know restaurants that have been using it for 2 years, 3 years, and that's one way of them helping the environment and also saving money. But so that you can actually food loss and waste is avoidable. It is avoidable. You just have to do the right thing and put your mind to it. Okay?
Is the source of deliciousness. We've been in existence since 1909. Did you know that? So for those who don't know, some people just screamed, eh? We are an ancestor brand. Thank you very much. You see, this is what we know how to do the best. Bring deliciousness to homes, to your meal time. And this was the initiative of 2 Japanese persons. One is a scientist who discovered that glutamate was the ideal substance to make meals. And then the other one, an entrepreneur who has the money to start the business. So you see, idea, meeting, capital, and then the business is born. So this is how our Ajinomoto came to be. By the way, it's a Japanese brand, and Japan products are quality products. I re-emphasize, quality products. So we've been in Nigeria since 1991, and what are we doing? We are founded on the aspiration to contribute to well-being of the human being, well-being of the society, well-being of the planet through amino science. Amino science is the technology and the specialty of the Ajinomoto Group. The NAFDAC people here know us, we are registered. The SON people here know us, we have a man cap. So we are very regulated and very compliant. So what is Ajinomoto? My targets are here, the caterers are here. LSCDA,
these are my targets. And I know restaurant people are here who use it. The people used to say that all those big restaurants, they use Ajinomoto, but they hide it. So I want to ask, what do you gain if you don't use Ajinomoto? And what do you gain if you don't use that cook? You still they hide them. Tell people the source of your deliciousness, because you understand that it is safe. It is made from sugar cane. It helps you to reduce salt in your food. People call it magionio, thinking because there may be salt. Not salt. It is a product that has glutamate, and glutamate is an essential amino acid which gives the taste of umami. Umami is not sweet, not bitter, not sour, not salty, but delicious. And that is the fifth taste, in case you don't know. We don't have only 4 taste sensations now, we have 5. The taste of tomatoes is not sweet, not sour, not salty. Every speaker has talked about tomatoes now. It is a taste to make almost every meal. And so it is not sweet, not bitter, not sour, not salty, but it gives that umami taste. That's the 5th taste around the world, and it's not different to Nigeria. And that's the taste of our Ajinomoto. Ajinomoto is produced through a fermentation process of sugar-based sugarcane, beets, cassava, maize. So all of these are products through which Ajinomoto is made. And then it is made up of, our MSG is made up of simply sodium, glutamate, and water. This is it. And it contains 1/3 of the amount of sodium in table salt. So if you think your food is not delicious enough, you're just adding salt, you're adding to your hypertension. Yes, so why don't you use Ajinomoto? And it helps you to promote that deliciousness that you want in your meal. That's what we are talking about. So it is used around the world to bring out deliciousness. You are what you eat. All of us agree to that, right? It's consume that forms you. Some food experts will tell us to avoid this fast food, pastries, cakes. Don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat. Reason. They tell you some of you it gives cholesterol. A lot of, they just call a lot of hard names that will scare you. But once in a while, even in the pyramid of food, all these things are there. You take them, but maybe sparingly. And not that you don't take at all. So you are what you eat, and when we eat food, we don't eat to swallow those chunks. What we eat is to get nutrients from the food. Bringing one of that. So look out for it in the market. It is very beautiful for jollof spaghetti. 1 pack is 25 grams, and then you use it for 500 grams spaghetti. Just add 30 cl of water, and then mix it to get the sauce, and voila, deliciousness is all the way. And we love to get questions, we love to have feedbacks. Like the MC has said, a pack like this is going to be given to everyone here, and we hope that you will use it and continue to enjoy deliciousness.
And Grashi Global Foundation, led by Engineer Greg Ashibogu, we are presenting this award to the DG of NAFDA, Professor Christiana Adeyemi. And she was one of those ones that bring premium importance of production, the quality aspect of it. And I'm happy that happened to be one of the first production supervisors that became an athlete manager and never stopped. So, on behalf of the organizer of the maiden edition of Restaurant Managers Conference, we are presenting this award of honor to Mrs. Bosa in recognition of her contribution to the growth and development of Nigerian restaurant managers. We are doing that one today, and we are happy that it's here and happy to be here to see this award. Restaurant, cafes, bars, and pub association. You can see, I think from what we have had today, you can see that we are blessed to have her. And ever since she has been taking me up and down, Mr. Dada, we are having a cocktail meeting. Can you come? We we're having this one, can you go? Forget the matter, I say, they want me to be a landmark. But I have to squeeze my time to get there. So, she has been very supportive. The chairperson and president of RCBC Association, appreciation of the visionary leadership, selfless dedication, tireless effort, and outstanding.
I'm the CEO, Gozi Micro Insurance. Continue to watch SOUQ News.
Adenike Adeyemi, Executive Director of Faith Foundation. Keep watching SOUQ News.
My name is Shepherd Michael Adewale Onofuye. I enjoy you all to always watch SOUQ News TV.
Hey everyone, Majuli Obaje here representing Gigi. Keep watching SOUQ News, okay? Stay updated with SOUQ News.
My name is Aton Kene. I am the head of MSME Banking. Please keep watching SOUQ News and stay glued to SOUQ News.
I recommend that more and more people should watch SOUQ News because they deal with business news.
Hi, my name is Amaka Wokolo. I am the director of the Faith Institute at Faith Foundation. Keep watching SOUQ News.
Hello and welcome to another episode on Cashcraft, the show that helps you see business where others see problems. Today, we're talking about plastic waste recycling, a hustle that's turning pollution into profit. Without taking much of your time today, let's dive straight into it. We start with the steps. Step 1, start with collection. Plastic is everywhere. Sachets, bottles, packaging. But for business, PET bottles are gold. Start by partnering with waste pickers, shops, schools, or run your own buyback point. Now you're going to offer incentives. It could be 100 naira per kilogram, depending on location and type. You need to do research on that actually. So once collected, bottles must be sorted by color and type. So you know, clean, clear bottles fetch more money. So pay attention. Let's go to step 2. Clean, crush, cash, next. What am I talking about? Wash them, remove caps and labels, then crush or shred them into flakes using a plastic crusher. These flakes are what buyers, local or export, actually want. Now, clean, well-sorted flakes commands better prices. Think 200 to 350 naira per kilogram depending on quality. So with a semi-automatic line, you can process up to 1 ton daily. That's real volume and real money. Let's go to step 3. You need to know your market, your buyers, including local manufacturers or plastics textile companies, and even exporters. That's very important. You never can tell. Some flakes are shipped to India, China, Vietnam, or reused here in Nigeria to make buckets, chairs, or even new bottles. So let me give you a pro tip. You need to form relationships with aggregators or industrial buyers. And if you can process into pellets or fiber, your margins jump like boom. So step 4, add value, add impact. Don't just collect, create. Now some entrepreneurs now turn waste into tiles, paving bricks, and designer bags. I tell you, a lot is happening with recycling bottles. So you reduce plastic pollution and you add jobs while doing it. Step 5, learn the rules. This business is tied to regulations. So register with local waste authorities, and if you plan to export, get listed with NAFDAC or the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, NEPC. Now complying means credibility and access to big opportunities. Recycler, na bottle we dey see everywhere, gutter, road, market, but with correct machine, you fit make better money. The work dey stressful, but if you no lazy, e go pay. Of course, There are challenges: dirty waste, poor sorting, market fluctuation. Sometimes power supply slows down operations, but where others see nuisance, you should see niche. It's a dirty business with clean money. So here is your takeaways. Plastic recycling isn't just about helping the environment. It's a smart hustle. It's scalable, impactful, and already reshaping communities. From bottle to bank account, plastic is profit if you know the game. And I am Grace Komalafe. I'm here reminding you that waste is only waste when you waste it. Until next time, keep crafting your cash.
Hello Lagos, make we yarn.
Hello, boy, if this POS matter, don't pass your call. Person go swipe, alert no enter. Before you know it, jump.
Wait oh, wetin really happen?
Then they use fake alert, they worry us.
Okay, so mona listen to If you dey do POS business, no expose your alert.
They don't walk Dava road where they worry for our local government for years.
This one sweet me, I no lie you. Because you know what, development where they work, it deserve loudspeaker. Now why we dey here be that? For here, we know the abuse, we dey bring solution. My name, it is Ikechukwu Oyemike, aka Ogwefi Ishegwari.
Make we yarn every weekday from 10 a.m. go to 12 o'clock on Top the Eye 95.9 FM.
My name is Muiba Wonu Folami, an indigenous of Lagos State, Ikorodu, to be specific. I was born in Lagos 86 years ago, and to the glory of God, I'm still alive and well, and trying to be relative in the cause of women. I attended primary school. I started at Ansarudin Alakuru School. From there to CMS Girls School, and then Queen's College, Lagos. From Queen's College, I went to the Portsmouth College of Technology for my A-levels, and then University of London for my first degree in law. The same university for my master's degree in law. I had, between obtaining my master's and my first degree, I was in Nigeria to do the mandatory law school course. I was one of the last people to do a 3-month course before it was changed to 1 year. I then went back to England for my master's. And from there to lecture at the University of Zambia. Back to Nigeria, I was appointed by Dr. Taslim Elias, the CJ of Nigeria, to the Commission for Advanced Notice to Lawyers of Developments in Law. It was a commission funded by the Ford Foundation to keep lawyers abreast of the developments in law. I was a director there. Then from there, I was admitted to the Federal Ministry of Justice. right after being legal advisor to many ministries, I ended up as the Director of Public Prosecutions for the Federation. And after that, whilst I was the Director of DPP, I was appointed Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Lagos State. After retirement, I've been involved in social work, in religion. I've always had religion, but I spend more time on religion. I read, I watch telly, and I live a good life to the glory of God. You see, when you begin to think that it was not until 2007 that women started to get equal pay in tennis tournaments. And it was something that was fought for. Little things like that does not add to equality. But when it was done, it may be small, but at work, even at work in employment, women are still discriminated against. And most women do two jobs. They look after the home, and they do the normal work that a man does in an office. Why I fail to understand this inequality in the treatment of women is that the work, the responsibilities in the workplace is not reduced for women, even though we do not want to be paid the same salary as men. It's a fight that has continued, and in that area, I think we need to do more to push for more recognition. Women have contributed immensely to the society. The men that are now resisting equal pay were brought up by women. That's what I do not understand, that they can think like that. We continue to push.
But how can we speed this up?
By bringing it to the attention of world powers, recognition by every country of equal opportunities, equal pay. I want to know, I want somebody to explain to me the jobs that women cannot do.
Yeah.
They've contributed immensely. Even in the new thing, IT, we're at par with men. So I do not see the reason for it. Unfortunately, I did not experience it, because when I left university, I practiced law briefly in my uncle's chambers before I went to University of Zambia as a lecturer. There, my position was enhanced in the sense that I was a foreigner, and I got all the benefits of being a foreigner, serving in their service. Fortunately, in Nigeria today, the federal government does not discriminate in terms of salaries. Whether you're a man or a woman, you get the same salary scale, and you are promoted on equal basis. Kudos to the federal government, to Nigeria for that. But in the private sector, things are different. In some companies, this is the areas that we have to work on, because the job content is the same. Some of these facilities are available in Nigeria. They've learned by being a member of the Society for the Disabled that every government body must admit a certain percentage of women and of disabled people. Most times this opportunity is not taken. They are bound to employ them. We continue to push for that to be implemented in most ministries. It's important because it's there. You have to take a certain percentage of disabled people to work in government positions. It's important that we work to enforce that rule in our society. When it comes to discrimination, Nigeria is way ahead of some developed countries because we, through slavery, we faced discrimination right from the beginning. We now know how to resist it. But in my country, Nigeria, in the federal government, in the state government, there is no discrimination. It may happen in private organizations, but they must continue to push to let them understand that the job content is the same. Well, you see, traditionally, under our culture, women are in the other room. To borrow the quotation. Yeah. That's our society, that's our culture. It's going to take a long time to evolve. In my time, female education was not so-called popular. It's only the educated few that strove to send their children to school, their girl child to school. They end up trading with their mothers or going to market and getting married off early. But as education began to rise in our community, its value was seen by my parents and others of their contemporaries to educate the girl child. And I believe the society is benefiting from that. Amen. So we must continue to push for the education of women, of girls. I have thought that, when I read that, the certain state government has appointed look at our National Assembly, 4 women in the Senate. Isn't that shameful? And that is the society. We have to continue to push women up. Let these political parties know that we want women. Let us organize ourselves to continue to vote for women massively. I give kudos to our governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. His cabinet women is well represented in his cabinet. And I enjoy that, I love him for that. And I continue to urge him to do more. He's done a lot. I think Lagos State has the largest representative of women in cabinet. First of all, they have to project themselves in their office space, their workspace. let everybody know that they are equal to the task. Let us organize. There's a lot of society groups and societies that cater for the interest of women. I believe now violence against women is reducing in the society because there are sanctions for such behavior. I must say that speaking to the organization in charge of violence against women, I was amused to learn that some men come there to complain and that they are also being violated and abused.
Yes, it's a two-way
thing. So that is reducing our society. Education of the girl child is important. We have to let the locals know that education is important. Let them showcase to them the lives of those who have been educated and who are holding high positions. I'm glad that our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has returned history to the classrooms. It's important. Let them know about people that have contributed to the development of our societies and country. It's important. Yes, it's education. It's education. Once people are educated and they know that there is nothing a man can do that a woman cannot do when it comes to the workplace. We have women engineers, miners, and also all of that. Give me a job specific that a woman cannot do, then I'll change my views. So the moment you begin to upgrade education, let government now continue to vote more for education. I don't believe we are doing enough. There is a UN convention, and I think Nigeria is part of that convention, that a certain amount of a nation's income should be devoted to education. I'm not sure whether Nigeria is complying with that. But some states are better than others. And we must, education, I believe in education of the girl child. Some states now are taking children, girls off the street. Walking is completely prohibited. Things like that will help. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, we are not advanced enough to use our votes to change things. We are still not voting for individuals. We are voting for parties, irrespective of performance. Education will help. And when we join other nations for the same purpose, we get results. Our organizations who are fighting for women in Nigeria should join worldwide organizations to showcase our own situation and learn. I believe that when you talk to others, you come back with ideas on how to improve things. So we must improve things by telling women in positions to show, to continue to prove that they are more than up to the task. It will not come to us on a platter of gold. We must show by our actions and behavior that we are up to the task.
We've got just what you need right here at Femi Wash Media. Call it the Midas Touch, and you wouldn't be wrong. Let us record, produce, mix, and master your audio like nobody does. Reach us on our contact today for the best quality job.
Rising demand for healthy proteins, snail-based cosmetics, and export opportunities have driven a surge in Nigeria's snail farming industry, far outpacing local production and opening a significant gap for investors to fill. Snail farming, or heliculture, is rapidly emerging as a profitable agribusiness in Nigeria, offering sustainable solutions to food security, poverty reduction, and income generation. Rich in protein and essential nutrients, snails are incredibly sought after, fueled by a growing population, a rising interest in healthy diets, and their status as a prized delicacy in Nigerian cuisine. This expanding industry promotes substantial economic opportunities for both farmers and investors. There is a huge and growing demand for snails, which are regarded as a luxury cuisine due to their nutritional benefits. The snail industry in Nigeria is estimated at over 15 billion naira, and the business can be started with little capital. Snail farming is one of the most sustainable and money-spinning agribusiness that many people ignore. For salary earners and investors wanting to increase their income, it's an excellent choice, while it's not time-consuming and highly profitable. Agricultural experts have emphasized the export potential of snails and have urged investors and companies to seize the opportunity, as it was a lucrative venture with strong export prospects due to high global demand. According to them, the market exists, but what is needed was increased production by mobilizing people to invest and scale up production. Snail farming is emerging as one of the most accessible agribusiness opportunities in Nigeria due to its low capital requirement and high profit potential. With an initial investment as modest as 50,000 to 100,000 naira, the business offers the potential to grow as high as 5 million naira annually. Setting up a small farm is both affordable and straightforward. Basic materials like corrugated sheets, baskets, old tires, or wood are sufficient to construct a functional snail pen. Feeding is also budget-friendly, making the overall startup cost even more appealing. A bag of snail feed is between 10,000 and 16,000 naira per 25 kg, and you can use just 2 bags to feed 50 snails for 3 months. Everything needed for snail feeding has been provided by nature. Nature itself provides most of what snails need to survive, from vegetables to watermelons and even leftover foods. One crucial factor, however, in successful snail farming is choosing the right species. Agricultural experts recommended going for the giant African land snails, which come in 3 main species. Aricantina marigata lays between 6 and 14 eggs up to 4 times a year. Achatina achatina produces 80 to 350 eggs per clutch and lays 1 to 3 times annually. And the most profitable among them all, Achatina fuka, can lay between 100 and 400 eggs, as many as 6 times a year. Despite Achatina fuka's prolific breeding, experts tend to favor Achatina marigata, as it is considered the largest land snail in the world, and its size and market appeal make it a favorite among both farmers and consumers. According to experts, Achatina achatina also remains a strong choice, particularly due to its adaptability to the African climate. The global snail market reached $647.4 million in 2024 and is projected to grow from $706.7 million in 2025 to $1.4 billion by 2034, according to Global Market Insight, a market intelligence platform. France leads global production with over 300,000 tons annually, followed by Italy and Spain producing 20,000 and 15,000 tons respectively. solidifying Europe's dominance in the snail farming industry. Chiki Okulu, SOUQ News TV.
My name is Becky Elijah. I'm from UBA, so keep watching SOUQ News.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel. Keep watching SOUQ News.
Esther Ashimi, keep watching SOUQ News.
Keep watching SOUQ News.
My name is Helen Otongwa. Keep watching SOUQ News.
My name is Okayemi Temeyemi. I am an entertainer. I am representing Egypt, as you can see. So keep watching SOUQ News.
Hi, my name is Nena Okavi. Keep watching SOUQ News.
My name is Tom Aldo. Keep watching SOUQ News.
I'm Elizabeth from POS Services UBA. Keep watching SOUQ News.
Hi, my name is Kelechi Agu. Keep watching SOUQ News.
The Nigerian National Medicine Development Agency, NNMDA, was created in 1997 and backed by Act 2019 to enable the federal government of Nigeria through Federal Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation actualize its critical and strategic mandates to research, develop, document, preserve, conserve, and promote Nigeria's natural medicine defined as indigenous medicine. 4 Director Generals had steered the affairs of the agency since its creation 28 years ago. A new vista, however, opened in the history of the existence of the agency when Martins Emeje, a distinguished pharmacist and professor of nanotechnology, was appointed as the 5th Director General and Chief Executive Officer in May 2023. Before taking on the mantle of leadership at the NNMDA, Professor Martins Emeje was the Chair R&D at the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development, with many feats on drug formulation and R&D results to his credit.
I deliberately applied for this job. There was advertisement. I applied. I wrote the exam. It was an online exam. Nobody saw anybody. And 1 hour exam online. When you submit your answer sheet, you have a copy of the answer sheet. So I have the copy of the answer that I submitted online that day. And that is my manifesto. So every month, I look at the answers that I submitted, and it guides me in the work that I do. As a researcher and proudly the first and only research fellow in Nigeria who is heading a research institute, I know exactly the problems of R&D in Nigeria. Because nobody in Nigeria has or is currently heading a research institute, and he went through the rank and file from being a trainee researcher to an intern researcher, an NYSC researcher, and then a research professor. This is the background that I have.
Call him a round peg in a round hole, and you won't be wrong, as he hit the ground running, leaving a lot of innovations on his trail, achieving great strides in the areas of education, agriculture, and health, thereby raising the bar in R&D in natural medicine for the agency. From May 2023, when he was appointed, within just a few months, 4 oral solid dosage formulation products were unveiled.
My greatest moment actually happened on 8th of March 2024, when the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Chief Uche Naji, came to Lagos in the campus of NNMDA here to launch 4 oral solid dosage forms. It was not just the first time it was happening in NNMDA, the very first time it was happening in Nigeria. We decided that we will go for education as a major target, as a major KPI. And we went for it aggressively and got accreditation to start a 2-year national diploma in natural medicine. So this agency, for the first time in Nigeria, we now have a school of natural medicine. It's never been heard before. It happened in this administration within these 2 years. Within these 2 years too, because the country saw that we had made explosive advancement in this area, we got upgraded to what we call an awarding body for national skills acquisition in traditional medicine. One of the best medicinal gardens that you can find in Africa right now is in this country, owned by the Nigerian Natural Medicine Development Agency. And we did this these 2 years. In fact, two of our products that is waiting for Mr. President launch was we got our raw materials from our Nasarawa State Farm in Karo. Nigeria is the largest producer of cassava in the world. Cassava. The only country that competes with Nigeria is Brazil. Yet, Nigeria does not have value-added cassava products. Yet, Nigeria imports starch to make pharmaceutical products. We made a presentation to the National Assembly, and the Senate of our National Assembly supported us. So we went into development of pharmaceutical grade starch. Today, we have pharmaceutical grade starch. In health itself, we have developed and submitted to NAFDAC about 23 different products. 23. And they are all at advanced stage of NAFDAC's regulatory assessment at this point. Now, 3 of such products plus 5 of what we did the previous years is available, and people, because we are a research institution not capacitated or competent by reason of mandate and skilling to do marketing, we do them. We do proof of concept, and we wait for entrepreneurs of pharmaceutical industries, nutraceutical industries, food industries to come take them to the market, right? But we also owe, because, like I said, the huge component of the Renewed Hope agenda is that people should be attended to, so that they know that they cannot lose their hope completely in their country. So in this environment, anybody who wants drug for hypertension, for malaria, for erectile dysfunction, for arthritis, for diabetes, for hepatitis, for about at least 8 different disease areas, they come to our pharmacy here to get the drugs.
The past 2 years, under the leadership of Professor Martins Emeje, has seen human capacity development like never before. A development that propelled the agency's researchers into breaking new ground.
This agency had never, in its almost 30 years of existence, had never participated in any local conference where researchers went with work they did in their own laboratory to go make competitive presentation. In our maiden outing in these 2 years, we won 2 awards. We went out for the first time and we got 2 awards. We took first position and we took third position. That is gold and bronze. When I came, I met researchers that have been here working for 15 years but with 1 degree. And I told them, you can't be a researcher with 1 degree. So I embarked on rigorous and aggressive drive to partner and collaborate with investors. So we went into that. Today, as I'm talking to you, we have at least 13 researchers and of the agency that are doing different postgraduate studies in different universities in Nigeria. I have a staff that was in Zimbabwe for 6 months. Now he has a master's in intellectual property. At least 7 of my staff have gone to India.
Quality assurance has been one of the top priorities of the NNMDA Director General, and the accreditation of the agency's laboratory and product development unit for pharmacy internship program by the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria a year ago. Under the watch of Professor Martins Emeje, the agency recently graduated its pioneer pharmacy interns.
I went into nanotechnology or nanosciences after PhD, and I had to go out of the country to train in this area for more than 4 years. So it's an area that I'm keen about. I'm one of the first people, if not the first, in Nigeria to have put in practice nanotechnology. What it has done to me as someone who studied Western pharmacy, which is more like macro study, it is that it has taught me how to manage resources, no matter how simple.
The last 2 years has seen NNMDA signing important memoranda of understanding with reputable academic institutions and other critical stakeholders in the areas of training and laboratory services to Nigerian universities. As part of its advocacy and public enlightenment drive, the agency brought together critical stakeholders in the nation's natural medicine space for a national dialogue on rethinking natural medicine aimed at galvanizing the needed support and political will.
I want the president of Nigeria to just be coming on television and saying that people, natural medicine, no other thing. Natural medicine, let's do our own. Let's do our own. Let him just be saying it. Anytime he's talking to press, let him say it. Because once people know that this is where the president is, this is where his mind is, this is what his body language is, they will start investing in natural medicine.
A turning point for the agency was the resolution of the National Assembly on Natural Medicine Gazette. The visit by the chairman, House Committee on Legislative Compliance, was a further demonstration of the renewed impetus.
We cannot have 160 million people subscribing to something, and then the remaining 40 million people, you now want to say that foreign medicine, what you call allopathic medicine, that is the superior to our natural medicine. No, it's not. So when the House of Representatives passed that resolution, I told myself, I have now achieved. So what I was thinking would take me 4 years to achieve, actually, we got it done in 2 years. And it's one of the, so our target has actually increased. The best place to actually functionalize or operationalize Renew Hope agenda, Mr. President, is in the health sector. It's in the health sector. And I always tell people, 2 things that if you have security in it, then you are safe. Food and medicine. Any intervention, any project that we do, that it is not about developing our own indigenous resources, is short-term. It's not sustainable. The only sustainable form of development is indigenous development. So anybody who wants to give me support now, I will just tell you what I want. For example, I want all my staff to live in this compound. If you go to other countries of the world, all these staff of the research institution, they live inside the compound.
Inspiring a new mindset among staff and attitude to work, for the NNMDA Director General, the task of achieving the mandate and the vision of the agency is work in progress.
Hello Nigeria, hello Africa. Yeah, this is Sound Man. Keep watching SOUQ News. My name is Babalola from Excel LED. Keep watching SOUQ News.
My name is Shepherd Michael Adewale Onofuye. I enjoy you all to always watch SOUQ News TV.
Hi, I'm Tom Bogaballs, and please keep watching SOUQ News.
Wale Seriki, SLG Lagos Island East, SOUQ News. Keep out watching them and keep a lookout for them. They're up and coming, and we're proudly to be affiliated with them.
You alone where they make me go crazy. This your love in the cool of my brain. You're my medicine, I need you all day. Yo, it's Blackface Nigeria and you're watching SOUQ News TV. Keep it locked on this dial, don't change it. You know what I say? Blackface Nigeria, love no bad.
For more than a century, Zambia has stood as a prominent figure in the mining sector, particularly renowned for its copper production, which remains a cornerstone of the nation's economy. Accounting for 3/4 of the country's export earnings, mining plays a pivotal role in Zambia's economic landscape. The focal point of this mining activity is the Copperbelt province, home to major copper mines like Lumwana and Konkola, alongside Sentinel in the northwestern province. These mines, operated by renowned international firms such as Barrick and Vendetta Resources, hold majority foreign ownership, with Zambia Consolidated Copper Mine Investment Holdings retaining minority stakes. Smaller mines in the Copperbelt region, backed by investors from countries like China, Brazil, and South Africa, contribute to Zambia's diversified mining landscape. However, the country's mining sector faces various challenges hindering the potential growth trajectory. Fiscal policies introduced by the government, including royalty increases, the taxation policies, have negatively impacted mining profitability. Also, price volatility in global markets, infrastructural deficiencies like inadequate transportation networks, power shortages, and an uncertain regulatory environment further increases the sector's challenges. Moreover, labor disputes, safety concerns, and geopolitical risks stemming from political instability poses additional hurdles to Zambia's mining sector. To propel the nation towards its 3 million tons copper production goal, strategic measures are crucial, and these include leveraging digital technology through partnerships with AI and machine learning firms to enhance sector's efficiency and investment, stable policy framework in order to attract and retain investment, and provision of a conducive regulatory environment. Infrastructure strengthening supported by donor funding and concessional financing can also alleviate critical constraints such as transportation and power shortages. More so, environmental conservation is vital for sustainable development. Hence, mining companies must provide government-approved environmental management plans, prioritize durable equipment, and proper waste disposal techniques to minimize environmental degradation. Given copper's expected dominance in Zambia's exports, maintaining its position as Africa's economic hub demands a concerted effort. Israel Adeyemi, SOUQ News.
Hello, Lagos. Make we yarn.
Hello, boy, if this POS matter, don't pass your call. This go swipe, alert no enter. Before you know it, jump.
Wait, wetin really happen?
Maybe you fake alert the warriors.
Okay, so wanna listen to If you dey do POS business, no expose your alert.
Hello, Ogbefi. They don't walk that road where they worry for our local government for years.
This one sweet me, I no lie you. Because you know what, development with the work, it deserve loudspeaker. Now why we dey here be that? For here, we know the abuse, we dey bring solution. My name, it is Ikechukwu Oyemike. aka Ogwefi Ishegwari.
Make we yarn every weekday from 10 a.m. go to 12 o'clock on Top the Eye 95.9 FM.
Hello and welcome to SOUQ Quickie. I am Sarah Owusu Ansah. Let's take you around the world in 2 minutes. Here's what's moving money, markets and power today. And today, follow the money and the movement. We begin in Nigeria, where the oil sector is quietly pulling in more capital. Investment inflows rose to nearly $18 million in 2025, up sharply from just over $5 million the year before. What's driving it? Renewed investor interest, even as global pressure mounts against fossil fuels. It's a signal Nigeria's oil story isn't fading just yet. Still in Nigeria, this time in Lagos, where food prices are climbing again. A fresh survey shows rising petrol costs are pushing up transport expenses, and that's feeding directly into the cost of everyday staples. The result? A reversal of February's brief relief and more pressure on household budgets. For many, the squeeze is back. Now to global shipping, where tensions are shaping movements. Chinese vessels are once again passing through the Strait of Hormuz after turning back earlier amid rising tensions. This time, they moved in close formation into open waters. Why does it matter? Because this route is one of the world's most critical oil corridors, and any disruption sends signals across global markets. From there to geopolitics. Russia has delivered crude oil to Cuba despite pressure from the United States. A tanker carrying 100,000 metric tons has reportedly arrived, with Moscow pledging continued support. The message? Energy alliances are holding, even under pressure. And finally, to football. Tottenham Hotspur are on the hunt for a new manager following the exit of Igor Tudor. Top of the list, Roberto De Zerbi. If it happens, it could mark yet another turn in what's already been a turbulent season for the club. And that's your global snapshot in minutes. Stay sharp, stay informed, because the world is not slowing down. Stay tuned for more updates on SOUQ Quickie. I am Sarah Owusu Ansah.
My name is Becky Elijah. I'm from UBA, so keep watching SOUQ News.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel. Keep watching SOUQ News.
Esther Ashimi, keep watching SOUQ News.
Keep watching SOUQ News.
My name is Helen Otongwa. Keep watching SOUQ News.
My name is Okoyemi Temiyemi. I am an entertainer. I am representing Egypt, as you can see. So keep watching SOUQ News.
Hi, my name is Nena Okavi. Keep watching SOUQ News.
My name is Tom Aldo. Keep watching SOUQ News.
I'm Elizabeth from POS Services UBA. Keep watching SOUQ